Well, I know we all have one big question, and that is how long is all of this heat going to stick around? So I'm going to send things right over to meteorologist Thomas Patrick, because Thomas, the heat is definitely on around here.
Yeah, and we're just at the beginning of this heat wave, and that should say something. So if you were starting to feel it yesterday, it's only going to get worse from here on out and through this upcoming weekend. And that's why we're under excessive heat warnings. That is a very serious heat criteria alert that we have for the inland Northwest. And it lasts not just for today, but through Saturday. So the next 4 days are all going to be extremely and excessively hot for the region. We can already notice it even through our early morning temperatures. It's 6 a.m. and it's 71 degrees in Spokane. Our lows tend to be well into the 60s here. So we're already quite mild and even quite warm for these early morning hours for that standard. And that's only going to provide the floors and the platform for a very hot day ahead of us. More sunshine, temperatures well into the 90s and probably pushing triple digits for today. Yesterday's high was 97. And we probably get between 99 and 101 degrees in Spokane for today. So another couple degrees warmer yet. And again, this is still just the beginning of the heat wave. I'll show you how many days will be in the triple digits for the Spokane area and what days we could be setting record highs as well. Those details all coming up in a few minutes.
Now, as our temperatures reach triple digits, local nonprofits are helping people get through this heat wave. So this morning, KREM 2's Nicole Hernandez joins us live from downtown Spokane. So Nicole, can you tell us more about what these nonprofits are doing to help out?
So this nonprofit right behind me here, along with other nonprofits across the city of Spokane, are helping people get through this heat wave. They're actually setting up pop-up tents and giving out free water, free food, and access to shade with their tents. Now, all these nonprofits are calling this effort Cool Spokane. Compassionate Addiction Treatment is one of the nonprofits involved. They say it did not take much to get the organizations together and start gathering volunteers. One woman volunteering yesterday said she found out about Cool Spokane on Facebook. She said she wanted to help the vulnerable people in our community get through this heat wave.
It's just a sigh of relief, you know, when they can get water or sit for a minute in some shade, and you know that, you know, these people need it, and the city's not doing anything to make sure that they're okay during this heat wave. And so being the one to help to do that it's amazing.
So these pop-up tents are for anyone who needs it. One group of people the nonprofits know they will be helping, though, is the people experiencing homelessness in our community. Compassionate Addiction Treatment says they will also be connecting people to addiction services and treatment while helping cool them down. As for the people living at the homeless encampment on I-90, Jules Helping Hands said they have tents set up as well. Jules says the tents have cots, water, fans, and a portable shower. She says each will be able to, or they will in total be able to accommodate a total of 200 people. The city of Spokane also extended their public library hours to help people in our community cool down throughout the day. In Spokane, Nicole Hernandez, KREM 2 News.
And a reminder that 4 Spokane libraries will have extended hours to help people escape from the heat. The Shadle Park, Liberty Park, Hilliard, and Central libraries are now all open from 9 a.m. until 8 p.m. with air-conditioned spaces to cool down in. The city is also encouraging people to use its splash pads and pools to cool down this week as well. Now, with the intense heat that we're seeing, many might want to cool down in the dozens of lakes and rivers across our region. But it's important to know your limits and to be prepared. River expert Kenneth Long says that wearing a life jacket is still the best way to stay safe.
And then all of a sudden we've got higher water than we've seen in 4 or 5 years, and quite unexpectedly, to be honest. If you're going on a tubing stretch, make sure that you know the put-ins and you know the takeouts and you know what to expect, what the rapids are and what the water is in between there. If you're going up and you're doing some whitewater, you need to know your skill, you need to know the people that you're going with so that you can all participate in getting safely down the river.
Now, the water will be cold due to mountain runoff, so if you're heading out to a river, make sure to wear a wetsuit and have proper gear with you. Also, try to avoid any trees or brush that could be along the river banks. Now, if you would like a link to all of the cooling centers across the city of Spokane and even a look at our forecast for the next few days, you can text the word heat to the number 509-448-2000. We'll send you a link with all of that information right to your phone. Well, new overnight, the Spokane Fire Department battled a house fire on the South Hill. We're told that the family that lived in the home was out of town, so no one was injured. Crews are still working to figure out what started this fire. And the Spokane Valley City Council postponed its vote on stricter city camping laws. Now, if these changes are approved, camping on private property or living in RVs for more than 30 days will be banned, and leaving a large collection of cars out in the open will become illegal. Council discussed the amendments and heard from members of the community, but ultimately postponed the vote to make changes to the ordinance's language. The next council meeting is scheduled for August 2nd. Now, yesterday on Up with KREM, we told you that a Chick-fil-A might be coming to Spokane South Hill. 4G Development and Consulting submitted the application to the city to build the fast food chain, so we reached out to Chick-fil-A for comment. They told us that they are evaluating potential new locations, hoping to serve existing and new customers great food and remarkable service. They would also like more restaurants in the Spokane area. However, they have no new locations to confirm right now. Now, 4G Development and Consulting says that it plans to demolish existing buildings on the site to make room for the nearly 5,000 square foot building. The proposed restaurant will include 90 dining room seats, an indoor playground, and a 2-lane drive-through. If Chick-fil-A does come, it will be located on 29th and Regal across from the KFC and A&W restaurant. 6:07 now, time for your morning rush. More news in less time. The Kootenai County Sheriff's Office 911 Center is currently at critical staffing levels. Now the call center is being forced to make changes to how non-emergency calls are handled. Calls will now be sent to a phone tree. The caller can then leave a voicemail, and when dispatchers have time, they'll then review the voicemails and call for services based on the information they have. Spokane police continue to search for a suspect in a stabbing that happened downtown. Now, this happened yesterday on the south side of the Monroe Street Bridge. The victim was taken to the hospital with serious injuries. Anyone with details on this incident is asked to contact Crime Check. Their number is there on your screen. Well, this week, the U.S. Transportation Secretary, Pete Buttigieg, will speak at the Western Governors meeting. Buttigieg will join other members of the president's cabinet to discuss Biden's infrastructure law. He and the governors will also discuss wildfires, cybersecurity, supply chain issues, and the growing housing crisis. Well, a new piece of local art will be going up in Riverfront Park. It will be called The Seeking Place. It's meant to engage visitors in a collaborative experience with art and nature. The installation is planned to take place sometime between August and October. And check this out, a Liberty Lake woman is the first person to swim the length of Lake Coeur d'Alene. It took Kim Bowler 16 hours and 38 minutes to finish the 24-mile swim. Now, she finished on the shores of Tubbs Hill to the cheers of a small crowd of supporters, including her 2 children, Monday morning. And that's a look at your morning rush. Planned Parenthood filed their 3rd lawsuit against the state of Idaho yesterday. This is following 2 other filings in March and June of this year. This petition challenges Idaho's ban on abortion after a fetal heartbeat can be detected. The ban amounts to a criminal prohibition on abortion in the state of Idaho at about 6 weeks of pregnancy. Unless the court intervenes, the 6-week ban will become effective on or around August 25th.